We, in ignorance and with intention, mobilize the minds of our societies that we move towards what the society has in its future. We talk up wars and unrest, and we talk up increasing crime and societal collapse and even possible catastrophes like meteors hitting and destroying the earth, and you name it. We are, as societies, forever pushing towards very unacceptable futures. We need, most passionately, both individually and corporately, to think good futures, to think good things, whatsoever's good and lovely. Think on these things. You will find it transforms future. It's the way it works. Thank God. We are given the opportunity here in this creation, in this universe, to learn this lesson most incredibly earnestly. May you personally, individually, know it and be your contribution to the overall thoughts of your society a blessing. And I'm sure you are, or you would not have been drawn to these recordings. Bless you. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.
Listening to this recording again, I'm reminded as an economist how we, in the stock market especially, but in the finance market generally, we talk up panics in our media. You know, we're going to have a crash because of, goodness, the change in the date from the 20th to the 21st century. That was a panic, wasn't it? That the computers would all go berserk and so on because they wouldn't handle it. They weren't. Chaos was expected. I mean, and I think it was the case that in case people didn't get money that people got money out of banks and there'd be a run on banks, there was a massive build-up of notes and so on, and coin. There were notes in particular, just in case. One doesn't want a sort of situation of panic because people can't get liquidity. We do it with the housing market too, don't we? We ask some real estate agents what they think the future is, and, and who knows how much of the public respond accordingly. And of course I was only the equivalent of T-boy, but when I was at Merchant Bank, I noticed how a good city firm, I mean it was Rothschild's Merchant Bank, they would be, when they closed their books each night, because in those days they didn't consider markets going on through the night, you closed your books and went home, you know, and before the computing age, really, you know. And we would make sure that we were not panicking as regards sterling potentially being devalued. It may, and I don't know, I'm not an insider, am I? It may have been the case that in return for this integrity, the government might have given a clue to certain individuals when the currency was going to be devalued. It was fixed exchange rates in those days, you know. And I don't know that for sure, but wouldn't have been at all surprised. And in a sense, well, that was it. That was right, wasn't it? The last thing you want is panic on finance markets and so on. I just mentioned that in passing. But interesting, isn't it, how we are constantly talking up what's happening in our society through our media and through our conversations. And we're feeding in an expectation that starts to affect our decision making, that especially in something like economics can be a self-fulfilling prophecy. But perhaps in the spiritual reality, you know, behind this world of matter and action, that what we think, which tends to be evidenced to some extent with what we say, may have a profound effect on the future and what is, so that we get almost the magician healer who declares that you're healed, and whatever, but the healing actually happens. And I've come across healers like that. Or perhaps you haven't, but yeah. Try a good Pentecostal church. I think you'll find there are some people with a healing ministry. Quite amazing. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.